The stories about the Duke soon spread. The engines told Mr. Hugh. Mr. Hugh told the Finn controller. The Finn controller told the owner. The owner told His Grace. His Grace told the small controller. The small controller told the Finn clergyman. The Finn clergyman told the fat one. This is why, one morning, the two clergymen and the small controller were looking at maps of Sodor. "Our railway," said the small controller, "is laid on the bed of the old one, but swings round the end of the road south of the valley. The old line kept straight on. It went north of the village and then to the mountains. The map shows the works at the old station. You know, if Duke is anywhere, I'll bet you he's there." "Are you writing another book, sir?" "Yes," said the Finn clergyman, "but it's not about you." He smiled at their downcast faces. "Cheer up," he went on. It's about a nice engine who's lost. But if you're good, the illustrators might just put you in the pictures." Which they actually ended up doing. "Oh, thank you, sir." So the clergyman told them about Duke, Falcon, and Stuart. "So you see," he continued, "poor Duke was left alone. The three small engines sighed sympathetically. And we want to find him and mend him and make him happy again. Your controller wants to help. But he can't if you're naughty. The three engines promise to be as good as gold." The three men spent days and days at the old station. They went up every morning on Bert's train. He whistled good luck as they walked up the track. But they had nothing in the evening except for scratches and torn clothes. But they wouldn't give up. "Duke is there somewhere," they said. The fat clergyman found him in the end, scrambling over a hill rock. He toured on something which wasn't there, crashing through a hole and landed, legs astride, right on Duke's saddle tank. "Or Sleeping Beauty himself," he chuckled. The Finn clergyman and the small controller peeped through the hole above. "I don't believe it," said Duke. "Are you vandals? My driver told me about vandals. They like to smash things." The fat clergyman brushed himself off. "Bless you, no," he laughed. I'm quite respectable, you know. I dropped in because I couldn't find your door. And he told him about Falcon and Stuart. So he did remember, said Duke softly. Then, does His Grace approve? Yes, he's coming too. To see me? How kind! And I'm all dirty. That will never do. Please clean me. So they set up to work. By the time the small controller fetched His Grace, Duke was the cleanest out of anyone in the shed. Early next morning, Mike brought workmen and tools. They enlarged the fat clergyman's hole and lifted Duke out and put him on a low loader to take him away by road. I'd be ashamed, the Duke protested, to travel by road. It's undignified. I'm sorry, Duke, said His Grace, but the small railway has no suitable trucks. Duke gave in then, but so many people came out to greet him that he felt better. They still remember me, he thought happily. Donald was waiting with a flat truck. Everyone cheered when Duke was lifted onto it. And still more when he started along the big railway. On the last stage of his journey to his new home. Peter, Sam and Sir Handel were on an early turn. They peeped out of the shed. He's there, they whispered. Shh, shh. Duke opened up his eyes. You woke me up, he grumbled. I don't believe it. In my days, young engines were seen and not heard, Grandpuff. Remember? Oh, I remember indeed, said Duke. Two idle good-for-nothings called Falcon and Stuart. Good for you, Grandpuff. We're glad you came. Now we can keep you in order. Keep me in order. I don't believe it. Be off. The pair shoved away, well content. Scallywags, muttered Duke. But his old eyes twinkled for the first time in many years. He smiled and dozed in the sun. Oh, I don't believe it.